I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan. I'm a doctor, but also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So today's video is one you've asked me to make many times, and it's Deconstruct. And I have to say, I'm really surprised with this brand. I'm quite impressed with the majority of the products. Some products I think need some work. And as you know, this channel is non-sponsored. That means all the information we give is evidence-based on the ingredients list. So I thought, again, there's so many products in this brand that I had to really filter by bestsellers, which is what I've done. We're going to talk about the ingredients list. Are they the correct percentages? Is the packaging correct? Are there any irritants in the products? And then, of course, the cost-benefit analysis, if it's worth your money or not. Don't forget, I am in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single YouTube video. So please do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can come and ask me your skincare questions. If you haven't got your hands on a copy of Skin Revolution, make sure you do. It's available on Amazon, and we go into a lot of detail. Again, all the information here is non-sponsored, which is very important. Okay, so let's dive right in. The first product here is the Brightening Serum. It's 10% niacinamide plus 0.3% alpha arbutin. It's a very interesting combination. So I love that it's fragrance free. Generally niacinamide, we tend to recommend it at the 2 to 5% range. At 10%, it can lead to reactions. So with this product, if you're fine, great. But if you're breaking out and it's irritating the skin over a longer period of time, it's because the niacinamide is too high. What happened was The Ordinary came out with a 10% niacinamide, and literally everybody copied this formula. It was 10% niacinamide plus 1% zinc. And everybody, East and West, copied The Ordinary. So a lot of what you'll see from Deconstruct really has been taken from the formulas from The Ordinary, but tweaked, I would say, and in some cases made better. So with this, alpha arbutin, again, clinical studies show that it's most effective in the 1 to 2% range. So here, for example, if they'd made this 5% niacinamide plus 1 or 2% alpha arbutin, I would have recommended the product. However, it's 10% niacinamide plus 0.3% alpha arbutin. So, I mean, it's okay. It just wouldn't be on my favorites list. Moving on to the next product is Retinol and Peptide Serum. So this is 0.2% retinol plus 1% peptide. Don't forget, retinol is an antioxidant, so it oxidizes in oxygen. So here the packaging is wrong. You really want this in airless packaging. In addition, you want to use it in combination with other antioxidants in order to stabilize it. Had they have done that, I would have recommended this product. I do like the percentage retinol, and I do like the fact they've combined it with peptide. So it's almost there. If we change the packaging on that product and maybe add in one more antioxidant, it would be better. Moving on to the next product, which I love, is their clearing serum. It's excellent. They've done exactly what I wanted, actually. They've done 2% alpha arbutin plus 5% niacinamide. So for me, that's definitely a buy now product if you have hyperpigmentation. Moving on to the next product is a vitamin C serum, 10% plus 0.5% ferulic acid. So I love that they've used 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, as it has a high conversion rate and less likely to oxidize. I love that they've combined it with ferulic acid, which is another antioxidant. So remember, we talked about antioxidants being in combination, but really this should be in airless packaging, especially in India where it's hot. Other than that, I think the formula is very good. However, if you find that it's turning brown or smelling a bit off, throw it away. It's because it's been oxidized. The next product here is 2% salicylic acid plus 3% niacinamide. This is meant for pore controlling. So it helps with sebum production. I think this is excellent for oily, acne-prone skin. It's also good for preteens as well. It's got green tea extract in it, which is anti-inflammatory. So I love this product and I would recommend it. So for example, if you have children as well who are starting to get acne, it's really starting younger and younger. I'd say from 9 years old, actually, children can start seeing oily skin and clogging of pores and whiteheads, especially if you live in a town or city, because pollution can also contribute. And for them, I would recommend this as one of the first products that they try. The next product here is 18% AHA plus 2% BHA exfoliating serum. So lactic acid here is the second ingredient, but glycolic acid here is the third ingredient. I'm not a fan of glycolic acid over 5%, and certainly not in combination with other AHAs. So glycolic acid has the smallest molecular weight, it flies through the skin, and it can burn the skin when you use high percentages. So you wouldn't want that in combination with other AHAs. And you know, BHA is okay, it goes into the pore, it unclogs the pore, but you don't want other resurfacing acids on top of 5% glycolic. So with this particular product, I'd say avoid, especially if you're in the heat, because when you're in a hot country or you're in a hot bathroom, then acid dissociates and your H+ ions disassociate. And so now your acid is even more acidic. And so I would want you to be careful. The next product, however, is excellent. It's a beginner's exfoliating serum, 5% lactic plus 1.5% probiotic. I love it. It's a chemical exfoliator, so you're getting even exfoliation of the skin, and that brightens the skin. The reason I prefer chemical over physical is because you're only removing dead skin cells, whereas with a physical scrub, you don't know at which point you are now removing living skin cells, and that can damage the skin barrier, which is why I always prefer a gentle chemical exfoliator over any form of scrub. So for me, I love this product. You're not going to get any irritation with it. Plus they've added in hyaluronic acid, which means it's hydrating. So this is a no-brainer, buy now. The next product here is 2% hyaluronic acid plus 1% niacinamide. So I would say it's not really worth it as a serum, to be honest. I'd want to see these ingredients in your moisturizer. We don't need extra layering if we can avoid it. The aim really is to get as much into your moisturizer as possible. Really pack it in, get the ceramides, peptides, humectants, anti-inflammatories, tyrosine inhibitors, if possible, into the moisturizer, so that you're not having to layer upon layer. And so every time you're layering, by the time you're on your third layer, you're not really getting any penetration into the skin. So it just ends up being a waste of a layer, waste of time, waste of money. So I really probably wouldn't bother with this product. Even though it's a good product, it's just not the most practical, useful product. Okay, so the next product here is the Skin Soothe Moisturizer. It's got 1% ceramide plus 0.2% bisabolol. I love that it's fragrance-free and that it's got niacinamide, it's got ceramides in it. However, the pH is not ideal. A pH that's 6 to 7, so that's quite high when your skin is about 4 to 5. And I probably wouldn't want to use it every day for that reason. In addition, I put in isopropyl myristate, which is light, but it can be comedogenic. So it has a 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, which is why I don't tend to formulate with it. And so this formula could have been good if the pH was skin neutral and had avoided this particular ingredient. So for me, it's not ideal, but I can understand why some people might like it. The next moisturizer is much better. It's the Brightening Moisturiser, 5% niacinamide plus 1% kojic acid. pH is 4 to 4.9. It's got vitamin C, ethyl ascorbic acid in it. So this one is a good one because the moisturizer packs a punch. It's got niacinamide, which strengthens the skin barrier. It's got tyrosinase inhibitors in it too, and it's a skin neutral pH. So for me, this again is a no-brainer. It's a buy now product. The next product is their Hydrating Moisturiser with its 3% NMF. It should really be good for oily skin, but they've added Arginia kernel oil, which is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, polyglycerol 3-diisostearate, which is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, and Glossipium seed oil, which is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. So they were really close actually with this product, but really you want to minimize any ingredients on the comedogenic scale. Moving on to the gel sunscreen. So this is a chemical sunscreen. As most of you know, I do definitely prefer mineral sunscreen because obviously mineral sunscreen is anti-inflammatory, zinc oxide, it doesn't enter the bloodstream, and it's great for sensitive skin. So it helps with any irritation. Also helps with hyperpigmentation if you're using tyrosinase inhibitors in it. However, in India, where it is hot and humid, you may actually prefer a chemical sunscreen because it can be formulated into a gel. It's lighter than a mineral sunscreen. Mineral sunscreen is essentially, zinc oxide. It's like chalk on the skin, which you know, if you are sweating a lot and it is humid, you might be better off with a chemical gel. So I tend to prefer PA 4+, because that gives you maximum UVA protection. UVA leads to aging and cancer. This has got 3+. But other than that, I actually like this product. And if you're not wearing a sunscreen, you need to start. And so I'd say get this one. Don't forget, I am in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. The next video I'm filming are best and worst collagen supplements. And again, I'm making sure I'm covering supplements from around the world for UK, India, USA, Africa, and Asia. So hopefully you find that one useful too. Take care. Bye.